Rockets racking up turnovers in preseason. After a pair of inconsistent performances in preseason games, Rockets coach Mike D'Antoni said the Rockets' priority against the Spurs will be to do the basics they have let slide too often in games against the Grizzlies and Pacers. That could begin with reducing their turnovers. Of the 36 teams that have played preseason games this month, only the Sydney Kings have averaged more turnovers than the Rockets, 24 per game. "I don't pay that much attention to it," guard Chris Paul said. "Obviously we have to cut down on them. We're gearing up." The Rockets had 26 turnovers against the Pacers on Thursday, though D'Antoni said some of that was from the lack of consistent intensity that needs to change in many parts of the game. "That's where we got in trouble last game, obviously," D'Antoni said. "A little bit of that is just getting familiar with each other, getting a little bored because it's preseason and not being on top of your game. Some of it will clear up itself when the season starts. Some of it is being comfortable with each other and knowing what we want to do." Gearing up has included some experimenting with passes to big men not as accustomed as Clint Capella to grabbing James Harden's fastballs, especially on pocket passes that few of the backup big men have experienced. "No, they haven't, and I don't know that you could catch some of them," D'Antoni said. "It's time for our main guys, they experiment too, to see what works and doesn't work, see what they can throw a big guy. Then they'll get comfortable with a guy. But it is a big key for us, keeping our turnovers down. That's when we made the jump last year even defensively. That's huge. If you don't have a lot of turnovers, that's when you're better defensively." Quote, "The Rockets ranked third in the NBA defensively from February on when they averaged the ninth fewest turnovers. They ranked 11th defensively prior to February when they ranked 15th in turnovers per game." Rockets racking up turnovers in preseason. After a pair of inconsistent performances in preseason games, Rockets coach Mike D'Antoni said the Rockets' priority against the Spurs will be to do the basics they have let slide too often in games against the Grizzlies and Pacers. That could begin